Hello. We're continuing with my notes for cell biology and life science in a nutshell. Um, we reached this section for shelled shared cell structures. Um, so there are structures that are shared across different kinds of cells, regardless of plant or animal cells. So the following are those structures. The three organelles, which are only in plants, are vacuoles, chloroplasts, and cell wall, and everything else generally is in all types of cells. So we're going over those parts. We've learned already a bit about what the cell membrane is and all that, and about the cytoskeleton in previous videos. Um, so, yeah. Animal cells only have the following parts. They lack cell wall, vacuole, and chloroplast. Only plants have those. So, cell membranes, again, are the second outermost layer in plants, but they're the first outermost layer in animals. The structure keeps the cell's content separate from its external environment. It's selectively permeable, allowing certain substances such as water, nutrients, superfluous materials to pass between the cell's interior and exterior environment, aka intake and outtake. And we previously also learned about the proteins found in the cell membrane's phospholipid bilayer, which help with passive and active transport, moving large polar molecules across those proteins. Also receiving signals and from the external environment of the cell by changing of the conformation of certain molecules, which in essence transduce signals. So between the membranes, external and interior environment. So there's some diagrams showing the parts of the cell. So you can look at that. If anything is questionable, you can Google it. The cytoplasm vacuole is a vacuole contains water, but it's very small in animal cells. It's very large in plant cells. In contrast, Golgi apparatus, nuclear membrane, which is around the nucleus. So most organelles have some sort of membrane. Mitochondria as well has a membrane. Nucleolus contains the chromosomes, genetic material. Chromosomes, ribosomes, endoplasmic reticulum, centriole helps build the cytoskeleton, especially when the cell is dividing. So mitochondria is the powerhouse or the energy center of the cell, etc. Ribosomes help with DNA replication, etc. So we'll learn more about these in detail coming up. Cilium helps as part of the cytoskeleton, which helps the cell travel. So nuclear parts, nucleoplasm is like the cytoplasm, but inside the nucleus. Nuclear pores. Peroxisome. In this diagram, it's comparing the cell membrane to the cell wall of plant and animal and plant cells, respectively. So the cell wall is obviously rigid, while the cell membrane is not as rigid. It's more flexible. So that's showing that. The cell wall is more square shaped or rectangular shaped, like a box. Helps with the structure of the plant cell to keep it rigid and firm and upright. Well, while the cell membrane is just to keep stuff inside the cell. So the cytoplasm is inside the cell's membrane and is a watery jelly-like substance, including suspended within it the surrounding cell structures, aka organelles. There's a lot of 3D images of the cell's interior and its organelles, so I try to put some of those in here. We'll go over the individual parts, the ones we haven't done yet. So those are the parts. And what else? So these are plant and animal cells are eukaryotic because they contain a nucleus which envelopes all the nuclear which has all the genetic information within the nucleus. Prokaryotes, they just don't have a nucleus, so their genetic info is just within the cytoplasm. So this diagram.
I gotta give your notes a break.
Hi. We took a short break. We're gonna continue reading. I had to look up some stuff for my notes. So I believe we are here at cytoplasm section. So the cytoplasm, again, is in the cell's membrane. Enclosed by the membrane, it's watery and jelly-like, and it includes internal structures and organelles, which are suspended within it. So some of the organelles are mitochondria, lysosome, vacuole, which are different in plant and animal cells, the nucleus, which is the biggest organelle, the endoplasmic reticulum, the Golgi complex. So those are the major organelles inside the cytoplasm of cells. Some more cool 3D diagrams. So the animal cell and plant cells that are eukaryotes have nucleus bound by a membrane. Prokaryotes do not have a membrane-bound nucleus, so all their organelles are inside their cytoplasm all together. So this is some pictures. Where am I? I hope you can hear and see okay. Cytoplasmic streaming or protoplasmic streaming cyclosis is the directed flow of cytosol or liquid component of the cytoplasm around the cells, mostly in plant and fungal cells. It aids in delivering organelles, nutrients, metabolites, genetic info, other materials to all the different parts of the cell. It occurs as a myosin-coated. The myosin-coated organelles move along the actin filaments in the cytoskeleton of the cell, and that's how it occurs, causing cytosol to move as well. Thank you.